Hi. Seeing as how my entire channel and my name even is devoted to stories, I figured I'd post a reply. My story is probably a little bit common, but in one way, or two ways actually, it's very special. When I was young, 6 or 7 years old, my parents used to sew dogs. They had Bichon Frises that they would take to the AKC shows. And there was this one dog that would always be at these shows. His name was Barney Google, and he was a Chinese Crested. And my parents were friends with Barney's owner, and so whenever we'd go to these events, I would go and I would see him play with Barney, who was a really special dog, and he was the top Crested in the nation. So anybody who knows about dog shows knows how big a deal that is. And the breeder of Barney, John 6, had Barney's sister, who he named Madame Lamousse. It's after an old cartoon. And Madame was for sale. And so as a surprise, my parents bought Madame for me and gave her to me. And so, it was amazing to have this dog who was, so quality Chinese Crested, who was the sister of this dog I loved so much, and I loved her. But instead of just doing that and giving her to me, show dogs have papers they're registered with the AKC. And my parents gave me the papers to Madame Lamousse and let me sign my name so that I legally owned her. So, it really didn't affect much because, if they had just given her to me, she would have been my pet and all, and I would have loved her. But they went that extra step into a 7-year-old being handed these papers and being told to legally own this dog and seize the responsibility. Just instilled this sense of importance and joy and love into me. And it was just so amazing that my parents made that one little extra, step that they didn't need to, above the whole amazing concept of having bought me this dog. And it was just so amazing. I'll never forget it, being 7 and having that honor. And I'll post a picture of Madam in a second. But thank you for the contest, and it's a really cool bottle. Thanks.